Hey, I'm Jake Taylor from In Heart's Wake, and you're watching Solace Music TV.
What's up, guys? I'm here with Jake from In Heart's Wake. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, Kyle. It's very cold, but we're all well. I'm happy to be here.
So you're on your first North American tour right now, Stick to Your Guns. What were you expecting going into this tour?
I was going to say, lift your hand up. What was I expecting? We weren't expecting much, to be honest. We've never come over here before, played any shows. Just recorded, so we've been in and out both times with both records, Earthwalker and Divination. So coming to this tour, we had a few people comment on our page saying, come to California, come to Detroit, etc. So I guess, even just one person would be a bonus. We really did not have any expectations. We were opening on shows. Sometimes the shows start when people are still, in transit back home from work. Like 5 p.m. starts these shows. So we just do our best, and everyone's been so receptive to us, and it's been quite amazing. Other people getting on board with In Heart's Wake, so it's been really cool.
So it's been well so far? Like the response has been well from North America?
Yeah, definitely. Far better than we could have imagined, hoped, or even expected, like I said. So, yeah, I think this is the 6th show, and I believe it's the 6 from 6 all have sold out so far. So Stick to Your Guns have pulled a fantastic tour package, and everyone's pulling their weight, and it's been a great tour.
Yeah, that's awesome. So were you guys kind of nervous going from Australia, where you guys are like well known, to going to North America, where you're not so well known?
Nah, I'm not nervous. No, we love it. It's almost you become the underdog again, and it's great because we've got a really solid foundation that we've established back home, and with that comes a solid record, and we know how each other work as 5 individuals. So we've got that strength and that power there to be a unit that works well and functions well. So bringing that over here, it's quite exciting to see, to come now as the underdog opening, like I said, and just to give it a shot. So it's quite a challenge, and it's fun. Love it.
Is there a reason why it took so long for you guys to come over?
We're waiting for the right tour. That's definitely the main reason. And you don't want to rush these things, because if you people don't realize, unless you've been to Australia, I mean, everyone knows how far it is on the world map, but if you actually book a ticket to Australia, that's a good, $1,500 to $2,000 a ticket. Yeah. And to do that for 5 people plus your sound guy, etc., as well as a van and everything, it's so hard. Like, it's very straining financially on all of us. So we couldn't just waste our opportunity to come over here and play to 50 people that might not care. So it's really good to come and play to these hundreds of people every night, and that's, I guess, it's giving us the best chance with what we've got, because you only get one shot every time you come. You've got to treat every tour like that. It's going to be the last time that you'll come, So that's why, man, it's taken a while, but I think everyone's been patient and is very grateful that we're here now. So the time is now.
Yeah. So let's talk about Earthwalker for a bit. So is there an overall theme of the album? Like, I kind of get a theme of like saving the planet and stuff, and just preserving everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you were to narrow it down, I guess, yeah. But it's not so much Captain Planet, like, saving the planet. It's kind of, it's connecting to the feminine side, which I think us males have a huge problem. Most males have an issue with, like, being open with their emotions to their friends or their mother or their father. And when you connect with your emotive side, and it's okay to feel, basically, not to be a hard-ass politician or a hard-ass football player that's doesn't show any weakness. And when you connect with that, to that feminine side, you really can become in touch with the other side to, there's masculine and feminine, especially us males. So connecting to that and to Mother Nature is a big one for me and the guys, and we just love getting out and about in nature, and we see it's like, some days it'll be rainy as fuck, and other days it'll be sunny. So finding that contrast and how the chaos of Mother Nature works, you learn to appreciate the planet and learn how to protect it.
I really enjoy that side of your guys' band.
Thanks, man. Yeah. And, we do tie in the environmental saving the planet, planting a tree with every pre-order record sold. We did in Australia. So we did around 1349 trees, so almost 1,500 trees that we planted. So we are giving back and making people feel a part of that process. Yeah.
What kind of lyrical concepts are on Earthwalker? Like, what do you tend to write about?
On Earthwalker, they're generally, like, the concepts being Mother Nature. Most of them come from a feminine grounding. So I guess, like Divine, that was that song's about me experiencing what it's like to be in a city one day, the next, and then you're back home next to the ocean, and that's two like totally different worlds, and it's finding your feet between the two, and learning that both are totally apparent in our everyday lives, and learning how to integrate that. So that was a concept for me, and the guys, yeah, you know, even when two worlds collide, just breathe. Those are the lyrics. Just finding your feet in those two. And that's a problem that we in society have a lot of. We're so like, you know, in cities, in our little bubbles, and we forget what's really out there and what really matters. So that was a big concept, that one. And I guess, I'm trying to think, Healer is a huge one. I mean, that's got a lot more straightforward about healing the earth. And we're just living with, you know, we're lucky enough to live in Byron Bay and not have people with guns and huge issues where we live in fear. We're lucky to feel that power and strength of not living with that. And so I love everyone, I think, on the planet deserves to live with no hate, no fear. And so that's another concept that we're trying to get out there. Yeah.
Awesome. So what's your favorite song to play live right now?
Favorite song? Probably Divine, man. It's a good jam. Yeah, it's got like the bittersweet ups and downs, and it's a nice contrast. So I really like playing that one.
What about your favorite song on Earthwalker?
That's off Earthwalker.
No, I mean like in general, like that you guys wrote.
Oh, okay. Divine again, dude. Yeah, no, Divine. It was something a little bit different for us at the time, recording and releasing that song. So I think it was a good change in the band's career to, you know, an addition to our sound. So yeah, Divine.
What would be your dream tour lineup if you could make one?
Dream tour? Someone asked me this the other day. Think about that. I think I said, like, me and my teenage self would be so stoked to have Sayerson and like As Lay Dying, because when I was 14, 15, that band just wrote the best riffs and had the best breakdowns. So if I could, you know, the bands in their peak, if I could take those bands on tour, or they could take us on tour, that would be a dream. And also to tour with Parkway Drive. They're really, really good friends from Byron Bay, and they've got a great message, and they're doing so well around the world. So I'd love to be able to reunite with those guys. And you could even throw in a bit of, I guess, Linkin Park when they were in their prime. That'd be pretty cool too.
So a lot of teenagers nowadays use music to cope with things such as mental illness, for like anxiety and depression. Do you have any advice to those struggling with a mental illness?
Yeah, I mean, I feel music's always been like that, though, not just so much now. I feel music's always been a savior for a lot of people, because there are people sharing stories within songs and of their experiences. So just not to say what you said, but you know, it's always been a thing. And we've got one song called Afterglow on Earthwalker, and it's not about suicide specifically, but I really want to encourage people to realize that even in every tunnel, in every dark tunnel, there is always light at the end of every tunnel. And to remember that, even how hard it is and whatever pain you're in, to just do your best to find the light and to hold on to what you have to be grateful for. So that's a message I would like to get out there.
It's a great message to spread. So what's next for In Heart's Wake for the rest of the year?
So we've got, after this tour, the Stig, we've got the Ghost Inside headline tour. We'll be coming back around the country again, which is going to be really cool. And then we go home, we've got a few little surprises back in Australia that you'll find out very soon. And then we're going on to Europe and playing, doing the festival season, and basically hopping across a few different shows of other bands touring, and just to really, it's like a DIY kind of a tour, just to see, you know, what happens. And we've got a few surprises you're going to find out really soon, man. But,
any plans of coming back to North America by the end of the year?
No plans. I would like to. Wishes, yes. So the way I've been saying to people, like, when are you going to come back? And I've basically said, we've waited this long, and now that we've, like, you know, literally planted our seeds out here, we're not going to just let them die. We're going to definitely come back, keep watering, keep nurturing them, and hopefully we can, you know, grow some epic trees over here. Would be sick.
All right, this concludes the interview. Thank you so much for your time, Jake.
Thanks, man.
Make sure you guys check out In Heart's Wake on the Disobedient tour and pick up Earthwalker.